Welcome to our channel. It's called Million Dollars Made Easy. What we do is like to run numbers for people. This can be a financial planning tool that you can use. I just had a request for somebody. Again, everybody's requests are going to be different, but you can learn from other people's requests. In this case, this individual already has a nest egg of $1 million, and he said he can contribute, let's see here, $10,000 a month. He wanted to know where he might be in the future. So I'm going to update this. This is going to use the returns for the last 100 years for the S&P 500. Now let's just see where this individual might be. He didn't specify how long. I don't like to run these runs for any less than 20 years. The reason being is you don't know what decade a decade might bring. You don't know if you're going to have a down decade like the 2000, 2009. That'd be a totally different result than the 20 teens or the 1980s. 1970s has some down years, and of course the depression years. But if you can be in it for a long period of time, if you can catch some of these like 30 years, I love 30 and 35 years because it's gonna, yeah, you may have a down decade, but you're gonna catch some of these good decades. But that being said, let's see at the numbers. In this case, like I said, 20 years, over a 20-year period with this scenario, $1 million contributing $10,000 a month. The money put in would be $3,400,000 over that 20-year period, and you're going to get a huge range. Again, depending on what's going on during that 20-year period, what the returns are in the S&P 500. You're going to get a range from, in this case, between $7,221,000 and $45,475,000, with the median being $15,000. What am I talking about? This would be the return. If returns going forward are like 1924 in the future, of course, none of them are going to be exact, but they can give you this range we just saw. You're going to find in this column, the lowest in this column you're going to find is 7.221 million. 1929 was down to 7.386. And you can see some 20 millions. I know these numbers are kind of out of a lot of our reach, but I just want to run the numbers for this individual. The median being 15 million. I also wanted to, again, we'll run numbers. You just ask me, I'll run any numbers you want. But I also want to show this individual and also anybody that might be interested. This is another spreadsheet. Let's go ahead and put his numbers into this one. This is $1 million, he says, in his nest egg. That's the beginning balance. He said he can put in $10,000 a month. This is the monthly amount you put in. Beginning, and this is actually different years, and you can type in a different year in here, like you can type in 1967, and it's going to give you a whole different numbers. And what it does is give you after 20 years up to after 40 years. You can also run inflation numbers by changing this. This will tell you the buying power of these amounts up here, depending on what you enter in inflation rate. But I just want to show this individual and everybody that you can actually have this spreadsheet to use yourself. So you can change these numbers to your heart content if you have this spreadsheet. This one here, he asked me, and a lot of people have been asking if they can have this spreadsheet. I'm afraid I can't really do this at this time because this spreadsheet is so built for this channel that I have dozens of tabs across here that I use. I'm constantly changing things because I see things, oh, I'd like to see what this does. And it just isn't feasible to try to give this out because I use what's called macros, and it gets really detailed and awkward. But you can have a spreadsheet that'll tell you all this information. You can change it to your heart's content. These values right here. For example, if you have 345,000 saved up, say you're 42 years old, and you say you can save $500 a month, it's going to automatically tell you for 1924, these are the values, and you just play with these values all you want. And you can do the same thing over on this spreadsheet. Change these numbers to your heart consent. What I just say, 345,000, 340, whatever it is. I'm just throwing numbers in here. And you can save $550 a month. And you just change this year, and you can see the changes going over here. If somebody has this amount and they're 42 years old, they might be looking at the 25-year column. So 1967, if the returns were somewhat like that, you'd have about 5.9 million. You just change this year, 1956, bingo, it changes the inflation value too. But you can have this spreadsheet. I'm going to put a link to it. You can have this one. You can make this spreadsheet. It takes you about, I don't know, maybe 15 or 20 minutes to do this if you just follow it. It's not as complicated as it seems, but you can have this spreadsheet yourself and you can just play with the numbers all you want. Again, I apologize. I can't really give this one out. It'd be too hard to do that. But I love running numbers for people. If you'd like to have this, have me run numbers for you, either with this spreadsheet, which I can run if you ask me in the comments section, or if you want to download that other spreadsheet I just showed you, I'll put a link at the end of this video and you can click on that and make your own spreadsheet and play with it to your heart's content. Again, we love running numbers for you. We think it's a valuable tool to give you some idea what the future might hold. It'll always give you a range between this and this, and so I'll run numbers for you. Please subscribe to this channel. We'd love to build this channel up and get it out, this information out to more people in their financial planning. Please like the video and share this with your friends. And thanks for watching.